Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. And today I just wanted to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders, episode 3. The lead into them actually kind of getting, well, at least or at least the lead in for what for them a higher motivation for them to look for Dio, aside from he has their great, or at least like he has their great grandfather's, he has Jonathan Joestar's body. That's kind of the only, which is kind of a thing for Joseph, but it really isn't something for Holly and Jotaro to kind of like really get all that invested in it. Aside from just that, he kind of just has their other grandfather's body, which is honestly the only real reason, which might be something for Joseph, but nothing for them. Wish that for this one, after they kind of heal up, Kakyoin, I kind of remember his name now. After they kind of like get that little thing out of his head and pretty much kind of prove just how OP Star Platinum is, because they do actually kind of name him in this episode, and they do kind of get across the idea of how pretty much OP he is, even though he isn't necessarily a long distance stand. He is a stand who pretty much does have accelerated strength and honest position and eyesight and everything. Even pretty much being able to like see something within the pictures of Dio to actually kind of pinpoint where he is, and also has the precision to actually pull out the little thing which was in Kakyoin's brain. So honestly, there is that, and also Avdol, he does kind of go into a small story, kind of building into how much of a threatening presence that Dio has. So much to the point in which that Avdol pretty much said he had to run for his life. Well, now give or take with how his character was kind of presented in the first episode, when he pretty much said that he could destroy, or at least like he could melt the metal in an instant. Compared to his cocky attitude there and how he was when he met up with Dio are two different things. So it does kind of solidify his, I will say, Dio's imminent presence, but there is that. However, with episode 3, again, it does kind of give them a bigger reason to go after Dio, which is that Holly, she does have a stand. Honestly, I do like Jotaro's mother a lot. I really like her as a character, and also I still, even though she is just the older mother who pretty much acts like a teenage girl and pretty much loves her son and her grandfather a lot, and she has a very childish and a very like young at heart attitude, even though she does have a very, very, very kind heart, which is something that I do kind of find pretty nice about her, which give or take with how they kind of work that into her stand is possibly going to actually kill her, because from how it looks though, hers seems a lot like, her stand seems a lot like Joseph's stand. Just like how his Hermit Purple is just around his hand. However, for hers, it seems as though is that if she did have the fighter's instinct, which is something that she doesn't have, if she did have that, I would assume that necessarily hers would be something of just like a green shrubbery, or something of her being able to unleash and fire out vines and stuff just to attack people. Which that probably would be interesting for her character. However, this does kind of solidify something now, because as Holly, when for the first 2 episodes, she was kind of in the story. She honestly was out there just trying to help everybody out, and pretty much she never really judged anybody. So there was that, which that this does give them something, and also it gives us the viewer to actually care about her character, because she really was actually nice and everything. And with this, it's like yeah, man, we have to try harder to actually go out there and save her. However, there is a bit of a moment when, like, she does wake up after being put into bed, in which that at first they thought that she didn't know anything about her stand, and then there is this little funny thing with Joseph is pretty much just treating her just like a sick child, even though he's like almost, I'd say he's about like, let's see, I'd say Holly's about like in her early 40s or something like that. And Joseph is like almost maybe like 65 maybe. And he's still pretty much like taking care of her as if, man, she's like a little girl. Pretty much like washing her face, brushing her teeth for her. You know what I mean, man? Like, pretty much, man, like checking on her and all this other stuff, as Jotaro's pretty much just watching out for her, getting her water and, you know, getting them pretty much towels and everything, or, you know, kind of like looking out for her. And it's actually kind of like it's a calm and cute scene in which that I did kind of appreciate, because it's like, I don't really see that in anime. I really don't see just like a small thing of just somebody just kind of just looking after somebody when it's like, yeah, man, she's sick, so why don't you just go ahead and just wash her face, or, you know, just help her out with something. It's usually just like the little thing of they're in the bed and then somebody's just watching over them. We never actually really get the moment when they just wake up and then another person is just trying to help them. However, with that though, I did pretty much like almost, well, I won't say almost, I liked everything in this episode. And episode 3, it did kind of get across the idea of that Dio's presence isn't something which that kind of needs to be around. He actually needs to go away, or at least like they have to destroy him, and they only have 50 days to do it. So there is that. So pretty much that is what I got to say about that. This episode was really good. What do you guys think about it? Please tell me down there in the comment section. I will catch you on the next John Grave show. So please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I am out.